Hi, it's Sonia. Welcome back to my art YouTube channel. Today I am going to review this gifted box of Paul Rubens jumbo oil pastels. And yeah, you get, I think this is set A, I believe. And it comes with, just taking that paper apart, haven't I? Job. It comes in a nice little box, and yeah, you've got these oil pastels here, which are massive. And yeah, do you know what I was saying? Sort of like, no, I thought I'd got enough oil pastels, and I'd said actually no to reviewing another company's oil pastel because I was like, I've got too many. But I'm working with the Joy of Drawing a non-profit now, so I was thinking, I actually I can use these materials in community sessions and let other people try them as well. And yeah, if I'm teaching. So, and I also think I may be at the stage, please let me know because I like your advice as well, if it might be worth investing in an oil pastel fixative as well. And the other reason I wanted to try these is in not this video, but I do want to get into mono printing, and I know you can mono print with oil pastels. There's some simple ways of doing it. So yeah, watch this space as I try that out. First of all, let's get, as I say, reviewing these. I do try to do, as hopefully you may have seen on my channel, I do review products and I try and give my fair assessment of them as I can. Okay, it's going to be messy, isn't it? Look, this is my channel, so it's going to get messy. It'll get messy. Right, this is the lemon yellow. So this is my swatching journal, and I'm just going to get going. And then afterwards, I'm going to make, I want to have a go at doing work in my own way. So I should probably keep this to tidy up later. So they come in these plastic tubes, I guess. Oh my gosh, they are quite soft. So yeah, I do have a set of 72 Paul Rubens standard size, I guess, oil pastels, which I like a lot. Yeah, I was sort of actually when I say like a lot, I like oil pastels. I just find them, some of them are super, super soft, so I don't tend to use them that much. I have in sketchbooks per se. I guess I need to get better at prepping the paper because obviously they're oil pastels, so they will come through. You do need to, I think, gesso paper first if you're working on paper. What colour have I done? I haven't even said the colours I'm doing, have I? This one is mandarin. That one is yellow deep. Can I remember? Lemon, yellow. What did I just say? Mandarin. Do you know what? You don't need to see me do this. I can do this later. That's just wasting your time. Okay, but let's go into this red. This one is red light. Yeah, they are. I just couldn't make my mind up about them, to be honest with you. I really like them. I just find them kind of a bit, dare I say it, I know one should get messy in art, but sometimes a little bit, for my purposes, too messy. Because I like to work quickly in sketchbooks, and so I was kind of, to be honest with you, happy with the Pastel student grade oil pastels because those are quite hard, waxy. I don't even bother fixing them. Yeah, they do smudge a bit. This is white, so it's probably not even going to show, is it? But I wonder will it obliterate. Oh, actually, it's a cream paper. That's coming up quite nicely. Just, I like this blue. This blue is called pale blue. Yeah. Much like with my art, I go in, there are certain materials I can't see myself loving. I've talked a lot about how I don't particularly love the texture or the sound of hard pastels on paper. That's not my sort of favourite sort of texture wise. But in terms of tactility, I like the fact that these are soft. As I said before, I was just having issues with fixing them, and I had been covering them with matte medium and gesso, which is fine, but as I say, maybe the time has come. Please, yeah, do let me know if the Sennelier oil pastel fixative does work. I assume I have to do it outside because it's all pretty toxic, those sort of fixatives, which again is sort of been avoiding them. But yeah, so this, I'll come back and write the colours in my own time. Oh, I like that pink. These are a nice jumbo set, so yeah, I'm looking forward to having a go with these at, I know you can on tin foil, cover tin foil, or do some, and then drawing, like sort of very easy home printing. Wow, there's a little stockpile of oil pastels there. Okay, let's just check this is all in shot. Then what I want to do is, so I know a lot of artists, and I have in the past as well, you can blend with your finger. Personally, I don't want to get too grubby, so I'm going to use a little bit of a kitchen towel, just a bit of paper, and I reuse and reuse these papers, so towels, so this can be used for, I just want to see what it's like to smudge them in. Actually, so yeah, this is, yeah. Oh, so that's almost rubbed it away. That's interesting. That's the light red. So I assume you could like then blend them together. This is, on my channel, this is obviously quite personal, my work, how I like to use materials. So I'm just gonna, this video is gonna be demonstrating how I have been working with oil pastels. I'm planning on doing like a loose flower sketch with them, because on the Joy of Drawing channel, we've got flowers coming up towards a workshop and towards May. And I love drawing flowers. I've often used oil pastels for loose that sort of work. And also maybe, if I've got time, an abstract page, see what they're like in my abstract journal, because as I say, I can just cover it with that medium. That black was very black. Okay, so the texture, the texture is very much, it feels like, I haven't got my other set out, but it does feel very similar to my Paul Rubens 72 higher set, which I like, and to the softer brands. Different, have I got? Obviously very different to sort of these other oil pastels that I do have handy. This is a Pentel one. Yeah, like for me, the sensation of, it's just a lot softer. So if I come over it, where's them? Just to show you. Oh, that smudges as well, actually. But yeah, obviously there's different. These are Neon Artico. That's very waxy as well, more similar to the Pentel. These retail at the moment. Obviously prices change. I think I did look it up, $49 a box. But obviously I guess that's because these are going to hopefully last. These are jumbo. So these also, I assume, would be for, has anyone used these on canvases? What happens with oil pastels when you do it on canvas? I've used Neocolor too, but do you have to fix, I assume that's fixed them because they don't dry. One thing with oil pastels to be aware of is they sort of never seem to dry out. So that's obviously why you need to fix them, and that's an issue. Okay, so that's just a quick swatching. Let me close that book up. Oh my gosh, if you hear that thing dropping, let me just put all this down. Move stuff over. Try and... Okay, now I have some little bits of paper. I'm just using, this is watercolor paper. I thought let's test them out on 7x5 watercolor paper. I think it's about 300 GSM. And should we use the rough side, or let's just use this? Okay, and as I say, I just wanted to play about with testing them out in sort of loose floral. So just going to my sort of, just having a play how I would. Sometimes when I get really This is, I don't mind getting stuff on my hands. I do get messy, but the problem is then I am such, if I want to keep colours, I get smudgy, I get smudges everywhere. So actually sometimes I will use gloves as well with these very soft ones, because you have to like take and you wear them down. So here I just want to play. Let's just play around and do it my way, which is not to think too much. On this small bit of paper, I'm going to be like getting making some fun floral shapes. What I like about these jumbo ones is you cannot get, I personally don't see how, I'm sure there's actually some excellent, obviously detailed oil pastel artists out there. They probably could get very gentle and detailed, but I can't get too detailed, and I quite like that. I like to do loose drawings. This is just good fun, and let's just put all the colours together. Oh my gosh, that flowers completely. So you could have a play around with blending, I guess, and stippling. What happens? Where's my tissue? If I do smudge all that. Oh, it's quite fun. And then I go on top again. I kind of like that. I want to smudge that green leaf. There's the dark green. Used all the bit black for see what happens. You can play around with where you hold them. If you want loose, get really loose, get really detailed. See, I've obviously already dirtied this one a bit, but I don't mind that. I kind of like the fact that you've got these sort of accidental colours coming in. Actually, that's why it's good to keep them in the protective case. Okay, just want to add a little bit of a stem here. Kind of like that. Now, I wonder, out of interest, you could then use watercolour on top as well. I might play about with that later on. But yeah, that was just a quick little exercise to test out what they're like on that paper. This paper I've already gone really mucky, so I just want to test it on this cheap drawing paper. Ooh, just stuck my nail in it, just to see, because do some more makeup. Should we do a sort of a vase? Wonky vase. So yeah, they are very creamy. They're creamy and buttery. They are a soft oil pastel for sure. And if you like loose drawing, I want to keep your, so it encourages me to keep things simple, which sometimes is a good thing. Kind of like that, and then I want to add, what should I put here? Yeah, very okay. So I feel I've got a good grip on how those are going to work in terms of, so you could also, I would do this, I've done this before on a block colour background, if you see my other work. I kind of like that as a fun exercise, and then you can, with painter, you could always then gesso and go on top as well. Just quickly, where did I put my, I wanted to test them. I haven't played about, we had spring break here, so I've been off with the kids a lot. I haven't really worked. This is my altered sketchbook that I show a lot on this channel. Where am I? Sorry, bear with me. Okay, here's this new spread. Now, I haven't really used oil pastel. I've got to be, okay, this what I like. This was a stuck on collaged bit. This was oil pastel, and I covered it to fix it, which worked for me with gesso. But what I'm gonna, which will probably, I assume what I'll do on this page, I just want to see how these work. Obviously they'll probably go through. I don't, in these sort of sketchbooks, this is about having fun and exploring, and I don't mind if pages get smudged or bleed through, to be honest with you. So like, this is about abstracts, like building up. I love that blue colour. That's really gorgeous for me. I like it. Just playing about with what, how do these cover up? Altered sketchbooks for me are all about, I love the sort of ready-made border I end up with, because I'm sort of always a bit desperate at the outset just to cover up this text and lay to get the starting point down. So what I can do here is, my plan will be to maybe cover these 2 pages up with the oil pastel. I'm not overthinking it, I'm just putting colours against each other. I love, and now I'm blending in this white here, I love how yeah, often if I specifically don't think about colour theory or what colour is going to work, I end up with some really interesting, I'll be like, oh, I like those 2 together. I need to remember that. And sometimes I'm like, no, I don't like those particular ones together. Now, what happen is, can you mix on top of, so have I used all them? Just gonna keep going. Oh, I haven't used that blue, have I? And I might have a go at, okay, final quick exercise. Have a go at blending. So I still managed to get lucky. I kind of like it's quite fun what happens when they, yeah, so this is going to be covered up, and then I'm going to go, once you cover it with, say, what's in here, the clear, where's that sheet of paper? I can't find it now, it's always the way, isn't it? Clear gesso. Then you can go on top, so then I've gone on top here with a bit of gold gouache, and you can go over basically with anything you want, because you sort of prepared it again. Well, that's how I view it. Okay, so yeah, this was just a super quick review video of these 12 jumbo Paul Rubens oil pastels. And yeah, watch this space, because one of the things I want to do further with them are try to do sort of mono printing with oil pastels as well. some more to do more detailed drawing in a way. We'll see how that works out. I've never done it before. Yeah, thank you to Paul Rubens for gifting this set, and as I say, hopefully I shall also be able to use them in the community with the joy of drawing. And thank you for watching my video, and yeah, I'll be back at the end of the week. I'm going to do a little bit of a review of what I've been up to in general. All right then, thanks, bye.